Hey math friends, hope you had a great weekend and welcome back. We are going to talk today a little bit more about fractions, decimals, and percents. In our previous lesson, you guys practiced finding percent, part, or whole when you were given two of the three. And I want to just review some benchmark fractions today and also review that as well. So remember, going from a fraction to a decimal, we're going to just divide. From a decimal to a percent, we're going to multiply or just move that decimal 2 times to the right. To go from a percent to a decimal, we're going to divide or move the decimal to the left 2 times. And then from a percent to a fraction, just put it over 100 and then simplify it. And again, finding our basic percents, we're going to use this percent proportion. Percent over 100 equals part over whole or is over of. Or, if it seems easier, you can create a decimal and find your part, or you can work backwards to find your whole wherever needed using a decimal. So let's go over some benchmark fractions, percents, and decimals. Let's look at the first one, 0.25. Think of that as 25 cents. How many quarters make a dollar? 4. So 25 cents is 1 out of 4 quarters. And then going from decimal to percent is simple, where you just move that decimal 2 times to the right and you get 25%. Again, 3/10. Well, 10 of what gives us a dollar? A dime. So 3 dimes is 30 cents. So anything out of 10 is going to be point whatever that number is. And then 0.30 becomes 30%. 50% we know is 1/2 and 0.5. Now let's look at 2/5. This is one you're going to just need to know. 5 goes into 100 how many times? 20 times. So 2 out of 5, 20 times 2 is going to be 0.4 or 40. 0.4 as a percent, move that decimal 2 times, you get 40%. Then you have 0.05. 0.05, that's like 5 cents. That's a nickel. So we know that there are 20 of those in a dollar. And then 0.05, move that decimal 2 times, and you get 5%. So let's review some of these questions you guys practiced on. For the most part, you did a great job, but I just want to review these. So what number is 40% of 50? Remember, we circle each piece. Whoops, I didn't circle the whole part. What number is, so we don't know what the number is, 40% of 50. Let's write down that proportion. Percent over 100 equals part over whole or is over of. Well, I know the percent, 40. I don't know the is, but I do know the of, 50. Now I can cross multiply. Make sure when you cross multiply, you're going from top to bottom across this way. So 40 times 50 is 2,000. And then I'm going to do 100 times something. So I have to divide by 100 and I get 20. All right, let's look at the second one. 3 is what percent of 36? Well, if I look at this proportion that I wrote here, what percent? Okay, so I don't know the percent over 100. 3 is goes on top of 36. 36 goes on the bottom. Cross multiply and I get 300. I get 36 times something. So 300 divided by 36 gives us 8.3 repeating. But I'm going to just round to 2 decimal places and say 8.33%. 15 is 60% of what number? 15 is 60% of some number. Percent over 100 equals part over whole or is over of. So 60 is our percent. 15 is our is of something. Cross multiply. 100 times 15 is 1500. And then I'm going to divide by 60. And you get you get 25. Shucks. 25. There we go. So hopefully that helps. And then the last thing, I want to just review one of those word problems. So, a group of 50 dancers are auditioning for a dance show. 62% of the dancers did not get on the show. How many dancers did not get on the show? Let's look at it. It says a group of 150 dancers auditioned. 62% did not get on the show. How many did not get on the show? So if we do our percent proportion here, part and whole. Well, let's think about what this is asking about. It's saying 150 dancers auditioned, and then some did not get on the show. So the ones that auditioned, that's your whole. So that's 150. So let's write that. 150. Then it says 62% did not get on the show. Well, that gives our percent. And then how many didn't get on the show? That's our question mark. So we cross multiply and get 9,300. 100 times something. So 9,300 divided by 100 gives us 93 did not get on the show. And I also want to show you how you can check this. So if I had the proportion 62 over 100, 93 over 150, because this was our answer, we want to make sure we're correct. I can cross multiply. We said that 62 times 150 gives us 9,300. Do 100 times 93 and see if you get 9,300. Those are the same, so we know our answer is correct. So for your practice today, we're going to play a Kahoot, either as a challenge if you're remote or in class if you're hybrid. All right.